Well, hello and welcome back. It's me, the Shifty Loser, on the Shifty Loser Sim Racing Adventure, Assetto Corsa Competizione. That's right, here on Two Road Gaming. I'm trying something a little different this time round, guys. I'm gonna try and record it live, with you can see me in the corner, with the commentary. The triple fucking whammy. Well, anywho, on we go. Right, here we are. Straight into championship mode. Fuck it, I have already started, I've done the practice. I'm just gonna go straight in, and we're just gonna do the, Q1. I'm going to show Q1 and race 1. That's going to be the video, I think.
Green light, go, go, go.
Let's get straight on it for the qualifying, guys. No messing. Well, here we are, guys, coming up to the start-finish line to start the fastest lap. As you can see, it's going to be the last lap I can actually get in this session. So I'm just taking more of a cautious approach to try and not fall off the circuit. I need to get a valid time, and I don't believe I have one yet. Oh dear me, the track is getting remarkably squirmy now as well. Looks like I'm not the only one that doesn't have a timing. The track has got progressively worse. It's only been a 5-minute session, but my word, the track got much, much wetter. Even at the start with low pressures, the car was in a much nicer condition than it is now. Had to dump that into second there just to get the arse of the car to come out. Up into the 5th, and then quickly down into 2nd from the crest. Power through, I'm sure I can still get round there, I can. Down into 2nd gear. Try not to run too far wide, struggling to maintain grip. I don't want traction on full, and I haven't got it on full. Heavy down into 1st, I went too early there. When I'm still through it, I just want to make sure the lap remains valid. That's it, I just want to get a timing. Down into 2nd. Power on. Stay in 2nd gear, just try not to go too quick until the exit. There we go. Up into 3rd. Had to downshift, the car was squirming under me. Further in the throttle and the brake. Here we go, into 4th. Heavy into 2nd gear, then drop down into 3rd at the last second. There we go. Power through. 2nd gear, nice and early. 3rd. Back to 2nd, down into 1st. Trying to maintain some forward momentum. I said maintain and then momentum. Oh, momentum, that was weird. Seems like I think I'm Taylor Swift, is it? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure, I'm not cool enough. Anyway, on we go, that's the end of qualifying. No idea where we'll come. Gotta be near the bottom. Gotta be near the bottom. 15, shocking. Right guys, here we go, into my very first race. Yeah, with this setup, it's a new racing seat. I'm recording it live, as you can see in the bottom corner there, and I'm trying to do the commentary live as well. This should be fun. And it's raining. Epic good, epic good. My driving position's very weird. I'm very tied in, but there's not a great deal of space behind me. The chair I'm on doesn't have brakes on the wheels, so it does move back and forth. Anywho, enough of that. On we go. On we go.
Double file.
Yes, quite excited for this, guys. If I do pour, I do pour. That's just the way it goes. In this video, I'll only be showing the one race, so I'm just going to show it in its entirety. Just because this is a... Well, it's quite new for me, this. I'll just do quali in the race. Hopefully the video should land about 15 minutes. So green light very early on. Already, we're not doing great. I'm going to try and get the inside for the first corner. It's a very, very heavy braking zone. Here we go, heavy on the brakes. Down into 1st gear, and I'm just going to try and fall in line behind this chap. Don't want to get too rough and tumbly at the start of the race. I've made up a lot of ground there. If you look again to the right there, I've not changed the setup of the car. I've not changed the amount of fuel. I do this every bloody time. I'm trying to be gentle. I'm trying to be gentle. Again, speaking while I'm doing this is very off-putting. Power down through the hill. I love the exit of this corner, especially in the dry. The wet, not so much. The car gets unpredictable, especially when the pressures aren't quite there. Oh, that was a good one. I like that. Into 2nd, just try and take it steady and feather the throttle through.
The pit is now open.
Well, the pit's open. I'm going to duck in at the earliest convenience, guys. Heavy on the brakes down into 1st with this chicane. There's a lot of cars coming up behind wanting to take that inside line. Staved it off nicely. Let's try and get them to battle against each other. It's very difficult to race this circuit in the wet. Very difficult. I didn't want to drop down to first. I'd have scrubbed off far too much speed into third, but I'm not going to just keep it flat through that. Back into second at the entrance to this. Try and keep it tight and then power through. There we go. I'm not happy about that car behind. He's looking very dangerous. Now into first at the very last moment for this corner and try and get on the inside. Camber does just hold you round. Down into second and then first halfway through. Try and maintain momentum on the inside. I do have traction control on full, I believe. And then there we go, the first lap is done. I should have gone into the pits. Completely forgot. Anywho, on we go. Third gear. On the home straight, first lap not too bad. You can definitely see we're being weighed down by the fuel. And unfortunately, in the pit stops, you can't remove fuel from the car. I mean, I get it, it'd be insane, just some dude with a straw trying to siphon the fuel. Oh, that was very, very touchy through there. I can feel the traction control just wiggling the wheels all over. On we go. Fourth gear. Down into second for the downhill left-hander. Which I'm sure looks very strange on the camera. It's the opposite way, I know. I might actually experiment with flipping the image just so it looks like it makes sense to you guys instead of me turning that way when the car's going that way. Up onto the crest. Down into third and then second just before the entrance of the corner. I took a bit too much steam into that. I'm trying my best to be as cautious as possible. I just want to remain consistent throughout this. I don't want to put too much effort in. Oh, well, I don't mean effort, I mean I don't want to get overzealous with it. I'm going to try and keep this tight so I can get a nice line out. There we go. Happy days. Into third. Back down into second. Or first rather, that was strange. I didn't realise what gear I was in. I don't care, that gave me a good line out. Normally very sketchy around there. Again, I'm going to feather the throttle through this. I don't want to take it flat. Down into second, but quite late into the corner. I'm trying just to ward off the chap behind. Look at the tailback of cars I've created. I'm up into fifth. I've got up 10 places. I'm very, very pleased with that. Oh dear, that was wide. I held it. The Audi has been very menacing. I'm very worried that at some point he's just going to nibble the back of my car and spin me. I'm going to try and let him on the inside. I'm definitely holding him up and he could well ruin my race. Well, fuck him. I tried my best to help, friend. Well, this is getting very sketchy. Took far too much pace into the initial part of the corner. There he goes. I'll let him go. I don't particularly want to be in his spray, but at the same time I don't want to get spun around. I still need to get into those pits. Well, I'm sorry friend, I was going to let you go, but you were too slow into there. I outbroke you. Haha, that was very exciting though. My pedals are squirming beneath me as well. That's definitely an issue I need to address. This is very much an experimental way of doing things at the moment, guys. Up into fourth gear up the hill. Into fifth right at the end of the revs. And again second just before I turn in. Have to scrub off a lot of speed going through there.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
It's not over yet, you're absolutely right, but I do need to get into the pits. And I get the pit settings up so I can do them when I'm on the straights. Into the chicane is definitely not the right place to do that. Nor is round here. I don't know why I downshifted to first, it was genuinely an accident. I need to get in the pits. I've been DQ'd before for not pitting in time. Definitely driving on centre hooks, I don't want to spin the vehicle in any way. This circuit is very, very slippery. You must remember, make sure I put the wet tyres on. wasn't sure where the thing was. I'm very disappointed with myself. Where's my spot? Where's my spot? I can't see through all the vehicles. Right, let's get this sorted. Wet tyres. Change the driver. I think that's all we need to do here, guys. Yep. Oh, bugger. Oh, dear me. That was a shocking pit stop. I wasn't sure where the pit limiter line was. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. This is very intense trying to speak at the same time. I'm just trying to maintain consistency. Right, it's time for the shout-outs, though. The Yorkshire hero. Epic stuff, my friend. He's come back. He's back from holiday. Expect more videos coming up. And Jamie Smith Gaming as well. Definitely get over there, guys, because I'm sure he'll be on that a lot. I think he's taking inspiration from us. But yeah, get on it. Let's not forget my friend Wakas Hussain. All of the FIFA updates coming. The release is coming up for FIFA 20, so get right on that. Over here at Two Road Gaming, we've got my good friend Bob Flange. He's all over the Pro Evolution Soccer. I imagine a little bit of rivalry will form there. Very, very happy to see. Anywho, back on with the racing. There's no music in the background of this one today. I just wanted to try and keep it quite raw, I suppose. And also didn't want to overload myself with the amount of work required to do the edit. I will attempt, however, to get the thingamajig in the top right corner there for you, just so you can see from the helicopter cam the race itself. Give me a bit of a review. This is the penultimate race of the championship before we go back to the career mode. For the unaware, the new of you that are here, I know it says career mode. Trust me, this is my version. The career mode on the game on the last one season. So the plan was, I'll do a career mode on there, get to the end of that. Once I get to the end, I'll do a sprint season, just a little championship, which is this. It's just 5 races. Well, it's 10 races because there's 2 per race weekend, and see where I finish on the table. Then I would go back to the career mode again, but not do the driving school at the beginning, or rather not make videos. I'm sure it'll make me do it. Whiz through the career and then see at the end of that how well I do in with a championship. I know it's very complicated, but the way that motorsport is pointed is in the top right corner where I put the helo cam there. If it's up there, you'll notice I've covered up all the safety points and whatnot, simply because I don't know what they mean yet, guys. I don't want to hide that from you. I will learn. I just wanted to get the basics of the actual getting round the circuit down, like turning off the racing line, which I've now done, obviously. We are coming up to the last lap. This is very exciting.
Did you know it's now closed?
Yep, it is, but we're okay. We've already been in. Anywho, I can't remember what I was saying. This is very intense, very intense. But do like. If you're new here, do subscribe, please. And if you're not new but haven't subscribed, please do. It does help quite a lot. And your support so far has been absolutely fantastic. So, you know, thank you very much for that,
Alright,
everyone.
the leader is on the final lap. Give me the final push.
But please do like and subscribe. Right, I'm going to focus. This won't be the last lap for me, I don't think. I think I'll get another in there. Unless the race leader gets onto the circuit before I do. I've just realised I am in second position now, guys. Second position. People have just ducked into the pit stop. That's fantastic news for us. Fantastic news. All I want to try and do is maintain consistency. Sorry if my lip was shining. I got water on it. I was being a bit brave into that. I should have been more cautious after my words there. But I don't know. I just want to go as quick as I possibly can. Taking it all a bit wild now. I need to calm down. Take a chill pill, perhaps. I'm not sure what a chill pill actually looks like. Sometimes I could do with them, though, I'm sure. Oh, I'm definitely sweating. Definitely sweating. It is a warm summer's day in the United Kingdom today. I say summer. We're in the twilight of said summer now. Into the chicane. I'm just trying to hold onto the car at this point. Second position on the podium was massively unexpected at this stage, so unless I've done something wrong in the pit stops, which honestly this time I don't think I did. I deliberately went through them slow so I could make sure I got everything right. This corner gets me every time. I've learned that I have to be late into the corner to get the smoothest line through. No point going into fifth on here. Just want to be steady away. Get onto the inside, onto that inside camber line. That's fantastic. Just pulls you around the corner. Pulls you around. Anywho, we've not really done the politics. I should get a bit on that, to be fair. It's very, very strange in the United Kingdom. It seems very weird.
Let's finish the race.
The Prime Minister has now effectively been castrated, it seems. But I don't trust the Tories. I'm confident they looked at the law that had been passed through Parliament, the legislation, for instance, that have changed. Oh, I finished.
Job, mate. You need to bring
Well.
it back to the pit safely.
Well, there's no point doing the politics now, guys. No point at all. No point at all there. Well, fantastic, fantastic. That was very stressful. Very stressful. Well, let's have a look and see how we did. Let's have a look at the timetables. We finished second. We actually finished second. I'm very, very pleased with that. On the podium with the first time round. The new seat, by the way, is a necessity. My back is still very injured, and I have a very good lumbar support under here, and it locks me into the seat in a nice driving position, so I don't even feel my back. It's like I'm being held in the chair, which is great news. Great news. But yeah, the pedals are not locked down. They were just pressed against the skirting board underneath the desk, so they were moving beneath me, so I'm still quite pleased. And the driving wheel is very close, and obviously this microphone right here in my face. And obviously the humiliation of possibly doing it wrong. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Do like, do subscribe, and all that jazz. Thank you very much. Hit the notification bell as well, my friends. That way you'll know every time a race comes up. It's every Sunday. Goodbye.